What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix. I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about how Japan is looking for overseas talent. So we all know that Japan has a shortage of everything, a shortage of a shortage of ninjas, a shortage of workers, a shortage of everything. And so now what Japan is doing, since they have a shortage of artists, they're looking for manga artists overseas, and they are finding them. Okay, we're gonna get this information from NHK World Japan. This is a Japanese news channel, so I'm not making this up.
Hello, this is Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! And make sure to subscribe to Andy Matrix's channel. Now on with the show.
Around 40% of total comic book sales in 2023 were from Japan. Now, since the advent of the internet, artists have many more avenues for showing their work, making it harder for publishers to sign up the top talent. So editors are now turning their attention to manga artists from outside Japan.
The story opens in a remote mountain village in northeastern Japan. A veteran hunter has stumbled upon an abandoned game console. As he discovers the world of online gaming, he draws on his traditional hunting skills as he plays. And soon, he is a master sniper, battling rivals all around the world. Since this manga first began to be serialized in 2022, it's won widespread popularity in Japan. The illustrator is Juan Albarrán, a manga artist from Spain.
Juan Albarrán, a manga artist from Spain. Here it is, guys. I told you, they're looking for artists all over the world. Okay, if you're a manga artist, take advantage of this.
When this series first began, he was still living in Barcelona. But 2 years ago, he moved to Japan.
Spain has hardly any manga industry of its own, and it's hard to make a living there, just as a manga artist. So I'm happy to be working in Japan.
The story vividly depicts life in Akita Prefecture, including scenes showing the expertise of the traditional Matagi.
All right, I'm going to fast forward it. So basically, this guy has been working on this manga, Juan Albarrán from Spain. And I believe he already has his manga published in Japan. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure they translated it. But yeah, they're looking for manga artists. There's another one. Hold on, where's the other one? Oh, here we go. Here's the other one. Here's the second one. This is from Kodansha. So Kodansha is the one that's starting to do this. I'm sure that other companies are going to do it, or they're probably already doing it. We just don't know.
In recent years, the major Tokyo publisher behind Matagi Gunner has been focusing on discovering overseas manga artists.
It's very new and exciting to create manga from a non-Japanese perspective. I believe this is very meaningful. I think there's real potential for completely new kinds of works.
Last year, the publisher launched a global team to analyze manga trends abroad and to scout international artists with strong potential. In December, Albarrán and the team attended a
Manga Barcelona. So that's I guess that's like a anime convention in Barcelona. Wow.
Manga convention in Spain. They invited submissions from artists hoping to debut in Japan.
Okay, so here it is. So next time you go to an anime convention, I actually recommend you go to the big ones like Anime Expo. Like these publishers, they like to go there to find talent, right? So if you're a manga artist, if you're an artist, just give it a go. Go to one of these big conventions and go check out, go to these publishers, Toei, Kodansha, you name it. And also take a trip to Japan, one of these days. You can find cheap flights from almost anywhere in the world to Japan for less than $1,000, especially if you live in California in the East Coast. Excuse me, in the West Coast. You will find cheap flights going to Japan. Trust me.
And received 70 entries. The team is able to help overseas artists who are not familiar with Japan by matching them up with writers within the country. One who has been taken on is Konata, another Spanish artist who is already known for the quality of her artwork. From May of this year, her new manga will be serialized in Japan. It's a fantasy story with a strong European cultural influence in the look of the towns and buildings. She is continuing to live in Spain as she works on this series.
I'm really excited.
All right, so her name is Konata, another manga artist from Spain. She doesn't even speak Japanese. She's been speaking Spanish, okay? How do I know? I'm Latino. I speak Spanish, so don't give me that crap, okay? Some of you guys are going to be, oh, how do you know? First of all, Spanish is my first language. English is actually my second language. And I know some Japanese. I can read hiragana, katakana. So Konata over here from Spain, she doesn't even speak Japanese. I don't think she even speaks English. I'm just guessing. But they hired her. They literally got her. They got her a visa, right? A worker visa. She's working for Kodansha on this manga, and she's getting paid. She's probably not making hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, but she's getting started, man. And pretty soon, years from now, she's gonna be making that Akira Toriyama money from manga, selling copies all over the world. Right. So Japan is getting new blood. I'm telling you guys. So there's a shortage of everything. There's a shortage of manga artists, a shortage of every kind of job position. So that's what Japan is getting, is trying to get, people from other countries to work there. And I think one of the reasons why they went for Spain is because historically, the Japanese have a good relationship with Spain and Portugal. Okay, do your history. Do your little history lesson. Come on, don't just listen to me. So this is Konata. Good job to her. I hope she makes millions of freaking dollars, bro, and help repopulate Japan. Hopefully she has like 10 babies to give to Japan. All right, now, also we're gonna check this out. Artist Village. So, Japan again. They're bringing in artists from all over the world to work on manga. And, anyways, let's go ahead and play.
Artists Village, using a converted hot spring facility. 2 years ago, 9 artists were invited here from several countries.
Okay, he said 9 artists from several countries were invited. My avatar is probably covering the information on the lower right side, so I'm gonna read it to you. It says 3 from Indonesia, 2 from Brazil, 1 from Australia, 1 from Finland, 1 from Russia, 1 from America. That's 9 total. And what these people are doing, they are working on the manga of other artists. This is how every manga artist gets started. They work for other people,
including Indonesia and Brazil. Hired as contract employees, they are assisting Japanese manga artists while developing their own skills.
Let me ask you first.
They are provided with food and lodging, and also support for their visa arrangements.
I felt like his change of heart at the end was a little bit sudden.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That there are a
Each
lot of
artist is
options
paired
for
with
what
an
to do.
English-speaking editor who gives detailed feedback about the characters, storylines, and draft
Just a matter of
storyboards.
How we're going to wrap it up and present.
Enewald is from Finland. She was invited to work here after winning attention in a manga contest for foreign creators. She's hoping that getting published in Japan could lead to global recognition.
global recognition. I believe she will, because she's at the right place. She is at the right place. She's gonna work for another manga artist, right? And she's gonna have her name in the credits, and then she's gonna go on to work on her own project, her own manga, and then she's gonna blow up, and she's gonna sell millions of copies, and she's gonna be stinking rich, right? If you are a manga artist, take advantage of this. Back in the 2000s, there was no economy for this. There was no industry here in America for manga, but now there is. You can get hooked on this, bro, and take it from Andy Matrix. Do your research, right? Take a trip to Japan this year or next year. book the flight for less than $1,000. You can find a ticket. As a matter of fact, I will show you how to find a plane ticket to Japan for less than $1,000, less than $1,000. Okay, so anyways, let's continue.
I liked manga and like Japanese things, so that's why I wanted to come here. I think I wanted the approval kind of maybe of having worked in the Japanese market.
After working on multiple ideas, she had a sci-fi manga published last year in a magazine as a one-shot story. Several of the visiting artists have already landed serialization deals. The publisher has spent about $13 million on the village. And
$13 million on the village, and that I think it's still Kodansha. No, is that Kodansha? No, it's something else. I'm gonna stop the video there. But the point is, guys, this is a great opportunity. Now, one thing that I am afraid of, and I think all of you can agree with me here, is that I am afraid of, because Japan is like bringing in a lot of people from other countries, that this is gonna start affecting Japanese culture to the point where like they're gonna lose, some of their values and start becoming more like Western countries as people from the West start bringing in their ideas. And that's the downside to this. That's really the downside. But the Japanese do have a strong grip on their culture. And also, I'm gonna make a video about the Japanese Gen Z and how they're changing things in Japan, right? From the work culture. The Japanese Gen Z, they're making the Yakuza go extinct. They're making the Yakuza go extinct. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for future notifications. It's your boy, Andy Matrix. Godspeed, baby.